Hello there. This is the Cowboy Prophet. And today, once again, it seems that Ukraine is on the table. But before we move into that arena, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. One is a word called distinction. The Torah teaches that in the very beginning, before the creation of the earth or anything, or even us as souls, the first thing that God had to do was to create an area of distinction. He had to create a void of some sort in which we were placed, and this development could occur extraneous of Him, Hashem. I think that this same concept is important for us as individuals, because we're seeing more and more the disastrous results of collectivist thought. And that's what this is. We've been reduced to that. The distinction, it's like mineral formation. If you take a mineral and, or even an element, let's say gold, and you break it up into atom-sized pieces and you mix it into piles of dirt, there's no distinction. It's dirt. This is what collectivism does and is. It transforms every piece of distinction into unmitigated dirt, an undifferentiated pile of collectivized thought. Let's go back to the Ukraine, and it's not just me that has pointed this out, okay? Ideas are in the air, truly. Wasn't it not even 2 years ago, and the Ukraine was synonymous with a train wreck? When you mentioned Ukraine, the idea came to mind: oligarchs, Nazis, out of control population, a hellhole, basically non-functioning country. All of these things. This was the media. Just 2 years ago, that was their message. Now, well, it's a different story. Now, and they even complained about Zelensky. So now it's a complete transformation, just like that. Did the history change? No. Did the population change? Not really. The only thing that changed was the narrative. So what you have to do, emulating the Creator, is to start to pull atom by atom of your gold in this pile of collectivized filth and dirt that they've created, and you define yourself first. You have no control over what other people do. You cannot transform them if they don't want to be transformed. The only one thing on this planet you can transform is yourself. That's it. So given this, and now with this new, entirely new, contrived mantra that Mr. Zelensky represents this great and glorious thing, which I have severe problems with. This is the same guy that went in front of our Congress in a t-shirt, okay? He has no regard for you. He had no regard for our institutions. He just wants our money and our blood. And I say, nay, no. So I want all of you to think about that. The idea of removing yourself from this collective, whether it's the United States, whether it's Europe, whether it's the earth, and start to begin to realize that it's yourself that you have to be concerned with. Remove yourself from this, develop a point of distinction, a core set of permanent values that they no longer recognize. Even seize one. It could be as simple as, if you're born a man, you're a man. If you're born a woman, you're a woman. Seize on that and live with it. Thank you. This is the Prophet, Cowboy Prophet, signing off.